Now at 4:30, with the recent spike in COVID-19 cases, several local school districts have had to adjust their plans and also switch to remote learning instead. And we thank you for sticking with us here for the half hour. I'm Craig McKee. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine says community spread is making it a challenge for schools to find enough healthy teachers to even stay open. WCPO 9 News reporter Josh Bazan explains what the governor says must happen to keep kids in school.
School leaders and the governor both agree they would rather have students learning in person than virtually at home, but they say the community needs to step up to make that possible.
It is up to each and every one of us.
Governor Mike DeWine is urging Ohioans to follow state safety guidelines like wearing masks, staying socially distant, and practicing good hand hygiene so schools can safely stay open for in-person learning.
What you do in the community, what we all do in the community, impacts whether our kids will be able to stay in school.
Our issue up until this point has been substitutes.
Governor DeWine and public health leaders around Cincinnati say teachers and other school staff are being exposed to COVID-19 primarily outside of work, which means they have to quarantine and can't be in the schools to teach or help out. With cases in the community continuing to break records, that means many schools are struggling to find enough staff to stay open.
We're getting literally classrooms that are having to shut down, or we're having to combine classrooms or find subs, which has been challenging as well.
Cincinnati Public Schools already has decided to switch to remote learning later this month and says it has everything to do with staff shortages. And CPS is not alone. Other schools such as Milford and Claremont Northeastern have had to adjust plans during this latest surge in cases. Lakota Local Schools is still operating under its normal plan, but admits things might change if the pandemic continues to get worse.
Substitutes are hard to get in quote unquote normal times, but really hard during COVID as well. There's going to probably come a point where we're going to have that conversation about shutting it down if the numbers continue to spike in the community.
Lakota wants to keep its students in school, and CPS wants to get them back as soon as it can. Everyone agrees most children learn better in a classroom, but school districts and the state of Ohio are calling on the public to mask up and follow other rules to get the virus under control. Josh Bazan, WCPO 9 News.